Jeezy is done, and he did this to himself. He's worried about the wrong things. He's worried about what we think. Like, focus on what you're supposed to focus on. We won't help you. Now, we are definitely going to talk about you, like, right now. So today we learned earlier today from the Shade Room that they had obtained court documents that Jeannie was claiming DV. Jeezy used to hit her. You know, in such things, even though these are court documents, this is basically he said, she said, right? You have to produce evidence in this situation. And they're going as far as they're going because of custody battles, right? For their daughter, Monaco. So Jeezy, I believe last week, it was reported that he filed for full custody, but then quickly walked it back. Obviously, something happened. Why did he walk it back so quickly? I hate to say this. I've never heard Jeezy go as hard as he is for his other children. Or is it because he's never had to? I think he's doing what he's doing because of who Jeannie is. It's more than him wanting custody of his daughter. I'm sorry, it's about staying relevant. The other women, we didn't know who they were. At least I didn't. He made them relevant. I'm not saying Jeezy is a nobody. No, Jeezy is a very wealthy man. Jeezy used to be a well-known, famous rapper. Not anymore. He's still very much a successful man, richer than Jeannie, right? But when it comes to relevance in the public eye, Jeannie is more known because she was on that talk show. Seriously, not because Jeannie is anything special, but she was on a talk show every day. And the controversial remarks that Jeannie made before. But anyway, we learned from the Shade Room that Jeannie was claiming Jeezy was physically putting his hands on her. We can't say those words on YouTube. DV. It says court documents reveal a history of DV and child neglect. Now, this is interesting. A guy who's going so hard wanting his daughter, and Jeannie is like, nope. The documents describe between 3 to 4 incidents of DV against Jeannie. So, one of the incidents happened in 2020. I think 3 of them. There was one in California, one in Atlanta at the mayor's ball. The audacity, if true, for Jeezy to put hands when you're at a mayor's function. And another time in Miami when they was, or Florida rather, when they were sitting in a car. He punched her. So these are the court documents that were exclusively obtained by the Shade Room. So you guys, if you want, you can pause this video and read. Documents allege Jeezy struck Jeannie with a closed fist when they were talking in a parked car. That was in Florida, right? And then I'm reading the highlighted parts. Then it says, additionally, documents allege Jeezy choked Jeannie from behind when she was going upstairs at the Ritz-Carlton, subsequently pushed her down before hotel security intervened. So this was in California, and this is gonna be a very big problem for Jeezy. So, did I skip something? Oh, like some things that Jeezy would say to her, calling her an effing bitch, and repeatedly telling her, I can do so much better than you. Well, if you could, why didn't you, Jeezy? I mean, I'm sorry. Again, I'm not saying Jeannie is an angel, but I'm just not going to stand for any woman or any man or anybody being in such a situation, especially if it's true. And to me, I'm inclined to believe Jeannie more than Jeezy because your character speaks for itself. Remember, this is a he said, she said. Just because this is written down in court documents or there's a lawsuit doesn't necessarily mean It happened. It's just whoever is going to be believed will end up winning the case. That's how it goes. You could be found guilty when you didn't even do the things they claim you did. But anyway, so Jeezy comes back and denies the claims. Now remember, what I can show you right now on YouTube were the images, the pictures that Jeannie provided, allegedly bruises from Jeezy putting hands on her, and it did not look good. So go online and you will find what Jeannie provided. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, it's over for you. Okay? But then Jeezy comes back and says, the allegations are not only false, but also deeply disturbing, especially coming from someone I loved. Right. Why are you treating someone you loved like this? Right? So were the other baby mamas. Didn't you love them, Jeezy? I bet they have a story to tell. But anyway, he goes on to say, this malicious attempt to tarnish my character and disrupt my family is ridiculous. It's disheartening to witness the manipulation and deceit at play. And at this time, it's disheartening to witness the manipulation and deceit at play, and this time my main concern is being an active father to our daughter. I hope you are as active of a father to your other children as you want to be to this child that you have with Jeannie. My sixth sense tells me no. You like the publicity that you're getting. You enjoyed the publicity that you got from Jeannie. You are famous, Jeezy, but for a second we forgot you were there. Let's just be honest. An active father to our daughter as I continue to fight for court-mandated joint custody. Rest assured, the truth will prevail through proper legal channels. And I, for one, say that's the thing. Why? You see, the thing that I'm noticing is that Jeannie is not bringing any of this to us, and us, I mean the public. She's not telling us any of these things. Remember, the Shade Room got the court documents. It's not like Jeannie posted these things, right? Even the images of her bruises are from court documents. But what does Jeezy do? He comes to respond to us. Now, I could understand him trying to say, because blogs are reporting on it, therefore it hurts his public image. You, Jeezy, are hurting your own public image. It's not like you have a song to sell that you're worried that you're not going to sell. I know you're a businessman. Recently, he said he wants to be as rich as Jay-Z. Well, good luck. I mean, no one can stop you but you. And your actions? Anyway, now, the biggest problem that I see for Jeezy, like I said, this is a he said, she said situation until we get to the Ritz-Carlton in San Francisco, California. The picture you're seeing in front of you. This is where we get witnesses of the DV Jeannie is talking about, and Jeezy is effed. He's done. Okay? It's not just one witness. What am I talking about? Well, the Shade Room obtained more information. They obtained an incident report from the Ritz-Carlton, San Francisco that happened April 14, 2022, 2 years ago. These people were still newlyweds. And remember the incident where he punched her in the car in Florida? That's after Jeannie had just given birth. Can you imagine their carelessness and neglect. Anyway, so it seems these two argue a lot, but the arguments turn physical. Obviously, we know Jeannie is a tiny woman. You know, maybe she has a big mouth. Maybe she talks too much. But you are not going to make me believe that she's beating up Jeezy. No way. And Jeezy works out. No way. She may be running her mouth. One evening, Jeezy chokes Jeannie from the back as they're walking down the steps. You are at the Ritz-Carlton. I don't care if you were in the streets or if you were at McDonald's. But he chokes her from the back, and then guess what he does? He pushes her down the stairs. I mean, this could be attempted trying to take out someone. Because if she hits herself wrong, her head wrong, she could be gone. So what you're looking at is the incident report from the staff at the Ritz-Carlton, the security guard that initially heard the commotion, saw Jeannie down the steps after Jeezy had pushed her down the steps after choking her. Imagine. And then they continued to argue. They were asked to leave the lobby because initially Jeannie did not want to do anything. She just wanted to stop arguing. So they went outside. Jeannie was doing everything to protect this man that was, divvying her. They go outside. They continue arguing. It's becoming loud, uncomfortable for the other guests. This is where Jeezy is done. Okay? Then the security come out and Jeezy says, go get my 3 Louis Vuitton bags. So right now they have to sleep in separate rooms because they're fighting, not only verbally, physically as well. And Jeannie asks for the security to escort her back to her room because she doesn't feel safe. And when the 3 of them go upstairs for Jeezy to collect his things out of the room he was sharing with his then wife to move to another room, Jeezy tells the security, can you now leave us alone? And the security tell Jeezy, no, sir, I can't do that because your wife is feeling unsafe. And obviously, based on what they witnessed, they couldn't leave Jeannie alone with Jeezy. He collected his things and he left. The security asked if she was okay, if, she was okay staying in the same room. She said she would be okay. So before this incident report, it was a he said, she said, he denied it, she's lying. What has Jeezy got to say about this incident report? Is the Ritz-Carlton lying too when they made this report? April 2022? Did they fake it back then? There was no way they would have known you guys were gonna end up in the situation you're in today. We will see. Anyway, guys, what do you think of this situation? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until our next video, bye.